Civil Action JC 308 of 2024, Robinson versus Duncombe. How you doing, Mom? Step forward. So, step forward. Okay, I'm going to say the oath, and I would like you all to repeat after me. You understand that, Mom? Understand that, sir? Hold the Bible, please. Repeat after me. I swear by the Almighty God.
I swear by the Almighty God.
That the evidence.
That the evidence.
Which I shall give.
Which I shall give.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Places, Mom. So.
Simone Robinson is claiming her ex-boyfriend stopped paying child support for their 5-year-old daughter. Defendant Leroy Duncombe admits that he has, but says it's because Robinson is allowing the child to live a life that goes against his religious beliefs.
All rise. Justice Carol Munnings presiding. You may be seated. Your Honor, parties are already being sworn in, ready to proceed.
Thank you, Corporal.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I have your Simone Robinson.
Yes, ma'am.
And your Leroy Duncombe.
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Ms. Robinson, you are bringing a case against Leroy Duncombe because you say since you've moved your daughter Leroya Duncombe to a new preschool, he has stopped paying maintenance for the child. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And Mr. Duncombe, you admit that you stopped paying maintenance, but you say you only did so because Ms. Robinson wouldn't allow you to see your child because she's upset that you broke up and got a new girlfriend. And you say you want to continue paying and you want an order from the court to be able to see your daughter on weekends and special occasions.
Yes, Mom, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Tell me about your claim, Ms. Robinson. You say he stopped paying maintenance?
Yes, ma'am. So I moved our daughter Leroya to Jamboree. Jamboree is close in the area to where I live, which is out east. So Leroy has an issue with me putting our daughter into this private institution of some sort, but I don't see how you can have an issue when you don't provide. However, so be it. I let him have his little pity party, and then we ended up having a little scuffle, and then we broke up, and then he has this new girlfriend, so he had an issue paying the school fee. I was like, whoop, whoop, fine. But then after that, gets in a relationship, you stop checking for your child on the whole. That can't happen.
So he's not checking for your daughter, and he's not paying anything for her. Is that your position?
Correct.
I see. Mr. Duncombe, what do you have to say, sir?
Your Honor, you could see all of this ain't coming from no place and no truth, no. Why? Because she ain't even telling the full thing. Full thing is, right, let me show you what it is, right? She sent my child to this school, Jamboree, first of all, Babylon school, but I ain't watching nothing, right?
Okay.
Send the child to the school. All I ask, send the child to the school. They got my child eating corned beef in the school. I say, I can't deal with that. Are you sending my child to school, have them eating Babylon food, and then want me maintain that? I can't maintain that.
You ain't a rascal.
She making it seem like it because my new empress and things like that, but it even ain't got nothing to do with that, honestly, if I be real.
So were you ever paying any fees for the Jamboree school?
Mom.
No.
So how much were you paying?
I was putting on a little something. I used to do mason work and things like that, so
okay.
You know what I mean? Projects when they come, I'm on work, you see what I'm saying?
So your issue is not with the school, is with what they were feeding her? Well, can't you just make a request that they don't give her that or provide her some different food to eat?
So I was trying to tell her to tell them that, but because I just bring it up or whatever, like I say, she see where I get my new empress and things like that, like she making it seem like I like what I saying is unreasonable. You like how you just explain that? That's just how I explain that, man. Why you can't tell the people that
Your
feed my
Honor,
child no Babylon food?
if I
they
may-
feeding
Are you giving the child and are you taking any school supplies? School snacks or whatever? Are you giving her
I tell
anything for
food
the
every
child?
time when I see my child. I make sure my child eat that.
When last you see your child,
I tell
right?
food being, yeah.
Hold on. So you tell me. So you've told me what your objection is with the school,
Right.
right? Now tell me what you are doing, or what were you doing before you had the objection? What was it that you were doing for your child?
Man, before that, I believe in black woman and child, and I man supposed to take care of their child. So
Tell me what you were doing.
I was milk, these things. Pampers, these things. I make sure them things was
She's in
provided.
school. She can't be still wearing
She's
Pampers.
43 and long time, Leroy.
Before she started getting at school,
Right.
every day, platinum. When I
And how
find out
much
she was
money
getting
you
to the
put in
school,
her
I
hand?
paid.
But
I paid the free. I paid.
how much money were you putting in Miss Robinson's hand for? What's the little girl's name?
Leroya.
Yeah.
Leroya, Simonetta, Dungum.
Right.
Carry the bar name.
How much money were you putting in her hand? You must know how much money you were giving her.
Your Honor, I
Hold on. Okay. None. Yes.
have a receipt where I paid her tuition last year.
Right.
$1,870.
Yes.
And I feel like
1,000. Say that again. 7.
$1,870.
Oh, for the year.
That is the tuition for the year last year. Leroya has been going there since she was 2.
You
Okay.
think that's too much for a little preschool, though?
I think you need to be quiet. Because I was
Thanks.
trying to get all kind of information from you, and the only thing I could get from you is this.
But,
And
but,
Your Honor,
Yeah.
but.
Thank you. I
So
could
I
give
have-
two.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Carol.
she got a mother, to do. So she like steak and lobster and things. She's a
Not for
proper
5 years old.
I man is a Mason still, so as the projects come, then as
Right.
the work come.
But you can't tell me how much money you're giving her.
Justice with Judge Carol is brought to you by Carrie's Fabric and Uniform Store.
To get your case heard, call 242-445-4955 or email us at info@judgecarol.net.
Justice with Judge Carol.
I have
Yes.
Leroy's birth certificate.
Yes.
So where Leroy signed to say that child is his. If the name didn't say it, the child is his. And Your Honor, the child expensive. The child, she got a mother, to do. So she like steak and lobster and things. She's
Not
a
for
proper
5 years old. Come
she's a
again.
proper
You were doing
empress.
good until you got to steak and lobster. You were doing really good.
I dropped
No,
the ball
no,
there,
you
Your
were
Honor.
doing really good
I
until
dropped
you
the
got
ball.
to steak and She's
Listen,
5.
She is expensive. All right, she's an expense.
I can see if you were telling me she has to have nuggets every day, but
No,
you're not telling me
she
she has
no
to eat
nugget
nuggets
girl.
every day. You're telling me she's expensive.
All
She
that
is-
Babylon
So tell me
food,
about
you
this
know.
corned beef. You know anything about the corned beef?
So, Your Honor,
1870 a year. I'm sure she's not eating corned beef at that school.
No, she ain't.
Okay,
I don't
then.
know where you get that story from. I think he get it from. See, my mother
Yes.
when I a esthetician, so I work, little
what
crazy.
is that?
Sorry,
Babylon
I'm a beautician.
things, they don't take
Stop.
Babylon, just
You
don't
stop
think
it
so, we do.
now. I just do lashes and I just wax on the side.
Okay.
You can
okay.
check me after.
Okay. Okay. Right.
So I do that. So I work little funny hours closer to the holiday. The girls someone look good for Valentine's.
Yes.
So
Okay.
my mother, when I am not able to deal with Leroya, my
Yes.
mother, she normally would babysit, but my mother's entering that stage where she's getting a little up there in age. Childcare is expensive. So before my mommy gotta sit down and think, I gotta plan out
Right.
childcare.
Right.
Leroya's have school fee.
Yes.
She's have school supplies.
Yes.
The corned beef probably the story come up with my mother. My mommy them from Lutra, Great Gasset, all right? So she believe in eating non-perishables, your little canned tuna and things like that. So she put Leroy on that and I didn't see no issue with it, So the child eating, you don't know how she's eat every day. The child
see
eating
issue
hot
with that,
food.
Your Honor.
I see nothing wrong with
See
that.
issue.
No.
Okay.
Say shoot. Nine.
So she's. Well, I was trying to ask Leroy how much he's giving for Leroya. Has he given you any? What money is he giving you for her?
Nothing, Your Honor. This has been, Leroy has been going to Jamboree since 2. She is 5. It's about 3 years. And I'm surprised he showed up today. I couldn't get a hold of him. I couldn't.
Your Honor, before the child started going to the school,
Yes.
everything was good.
Everything
and then, like
was.
I explained as well, man is a mason still. So as the projects come, then
Right.
where it come.
But you can't tell me how much money you're giving her. You're telling me as the projects come. I mean, I understand, right? I understand that you may not necessarily go from one project to the next, to the next, to the next. But I am still waiting to hear from you how much money you're giving for Leroy.
0.
That's the problem that we're having,
Your Honor.
right? So how much? No. So I mean, you could be a mason, and that's a very noble profession and honorable. You're earning a living, but I guess you're only earning a living for you because it's not helping anybody else.
At least it ain't other things.
So how much? No. So let me come back to you, Ms. Robinson. You're asking for an order for maintenance from Mr. Duncombe. And how much money are you asking for him to be ordered to pay?
That could be about $500 a month. I won't push it. You just sell grass now. You could do that.
So.
You stay right there. Now, $500. I don't think that's too extensive. That ain't even.
And what are you
school fee.
proposing to do with this $500?
This is gonna help Leroy with monthly maintenance. The girl have long hair. She just need a hair retwist and things like that. So I just want to make sure she is good. And I'll handle my tuition.
Some people don't. You know how many people don't make 500? Well, that's 500 a month. You said.
Yes, ma'am.
Aye, man.
Okay.
Your Honor, I ain't feeling justice.
What do you? Well, we're not finished yet.
Okay. You.
You see me bang the gavel?
No more.
Okay, so we're not finished yet. So what do you think about this $500 that she says you should pay?
Can't.
Tell me what you
can't
think.
manage.
Right, can't manage, so what could you manage?
What I could manage is when we could have a conversation about the child well-being.
We ain't
and
having
these
no
things.
conversation now.
We
This
having
the
no
conversation here. This is
What I-
your chance. Tell me what you think. First of all, let me see if I could maybe make it a little bit more easy for you. I want you to tell me in terms of if you could afford the 500 or if you can't afford the 500, how much you could afford and or how much are you willing to pay, dollar amount. Because if you were paying $50 a week or $100 a week or whatever the amount was, she's saying, what I know is she is asking for you to have to pay for Leroy $500 a month. Now, you said can't happen, not whatever. So tell me the dollar amount, and then you could explain why you say it should be $50, $150, or whatever.
$50.
I see.
Why
And now,
I say?
Yeah, why?
Coming up on Justice with Judge Carroll.
I mean, I was thinking 50 a month, because why? I'm honest. Do these things, I mean...
Justice with Judge Carroll is brought to you by Donald's Furniture.
Love the show and want to sit in on the action? Call 242-445-4955 or email info@judgecarroll.net. Justice with Judge Carroll.
Jamboree is an expensive school,
I will
Your Honor.
cover that.
But
Right.
never mind the school, right? I'm not really, we're not trying to deal with the school itself. Because she doesn't only go to school, your daughter. She doesn't only go to school. She has to wear clothes. She has to eat, right? And then, the law says that children are entitled to leisure. So maybe she's in activities. Maybe she's not in activities, but maybe she wants to go, somewhere for a treat or something like that. So is all these other things in addition to school. So don't only focus on the school so much, right?
In terms of expenses, I mean...
Yeah. So $50 a week would be roughly $200 a month.
I mean, I was thinking 50 a month, because why? I'm honest. Do do these things. I mean,
No,
I don't believe.
You're not for real.
When
Come on now.
that's what I mean.
Hold on.
I
hold
don't
on.
subscribe to Babylon system.
Hold on.
So I just make clothes when I got chance to make clothes.
Right.
That's today only because he had to come inside, boy, one of
Mr.
bread and them shit.
Okay, here's the thing, Mr.
Boy, one of
Duncan.
my bread and them belt. But otherwise, I just make these things.
Wonderful. Wonderful, but you're not making clothes. Wonderful, but you're not making clothes for Leroya.
Because she ain't want to get shit. But I would ask her if I ever get one. She ain't want to take it because she's saying because where this is, they're saying no name brand and these things. But I man, don't worry about no name brand. Like I said, I get this from my brethren. I don't even like these brands.
So, all right. So what I'm going to do, right? I will, because I don't know
I can
if
provide, I could do it.
I don't
I
know.
mind doing it.
Sorry.
I mind doing it. I mind
Good.
providing.
Now
but I
you
have
can
my
stop
ways
now.
of providing.
You can stop now.
Okay. Right.
I am not so sure that you are not more concerned about your disagreement with Ms. Robinson and her decision and what she did and why and whatever, and her taste. And I think you're thinking about that more than you're thinking about little Leroya.
Oh my.
So let's focus on little Leroya. Just for a minute here, because I'm getting to the end now. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap it up by focusing on little Leroya.
Yes, mom.
Your daughter,
Yes, mom.
your princess, one day to be somebody's empress, a princess, right? Beautiful.
Yes, I.
Now,
Yes, I.
I already called off. She needs clothes, shoes, food, right? In addition to school, whether she goes to Jamboree or another school, she's still got to go to school.
Understandable.
Okay? So we have to take all of that into consideration. And then you, as a father, I imagine even if the statute books didn't tell you you had to provide for your father, for your daughter, you would still provide for her, right? So that's not even a hardship. So when we put Leroya at the top of the consideration and put you two below it and focus in on her, then we're going to say, what does she need and what is in the best interest? And you're not telling me, I don't get an impression from you that you can't provide. So I'm going to make it easy for you.
Okay.
Yes. She asks for $500 a month. Whew. I don't know about all of that. But what I'm going to do, I will cut it in half. $250 a month. And she is going to be a real princess after that. And that is the judgment of this court.
Thank you.
All rise.
Thanks.
Court is adjourned.
Well, I feel like she could have just given me that extra $250 because, I mean, she said it herself. Leroya is a princess. She deserves the best. But I guess, I mean, we all saw Leroy today, so I ain't gonna push him no more for the $250, and I can cover the school where I want my child to go.
Sure, no. If I be real, conspiracy, you can't see today. Let me tell you why, right? Ever since I get my new empress, she never used to wear natural hair, no. Now all of a sudden she pulling up the court in natural hair, and you could even see where she trying to twinkle her locks and things like that too. She won't be with me. But my new empress on my side now. That's all this was about, you know. Seeing had nothing to do with none of the this and that and all of that type of thing. She just trying to show her jealousy in the front of everybody she wants to show it in the front of.